I don't know if Rachel's ever gonna come back, so we're just gonna play without her. You guys, early hours in the morning, come back to
Hi.
your come back to your home. Find Ira kicking the last of the strangers that had been teleported to it out. She leaves to go to the church. The rest of you go to bed. Sleep is had. The morning comes, and the question becomes: what do you guys want to do?
I made
When
breakfast.
you guys wake up, it's gonna be like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Well, I went to bed at a reasonable hour.
Oh yeah, I guess yes. Kelrick and
Yeah.
Chris just fucked off and went home.
Well, when Buster said he wanted to go to the mausoleum or whatever, I went with
Buster
him.
also was like spent the evening out searching various hospitals and backdoor doctors and temples for the Cassalanter. So I don't know if you want to follow them around all night or not, Chris. That's up to you.
Yeah, I didn't want to. So
Okay.
I guess I've just gone to bed.
So in the morning, Kelrick and Chris will awaken while the rest of your companions are still asleep.
I read the broadsheet.
There's definitely an article about what went down last night. You know, what are Davian nobles caught doing? Insert terrible. You know, worshiping the devil. What are your children doing? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So there's definitely that.
Did you know that reading causes disease?
Oh no!
Knowledge-itis?
It keeps making your brain swell.
Oh God.
Well,
So
actually,
many
that was
wrinkles.
like back in the 1800s. That was a thing before like television was around. They were like, yeah, no, reading
rots your
causes
brain.
all sorts of nonsense.
Educated women. What are we gonna do? Anyway. What do you guys want to do in the morning though? Other than
I'm
read
gonna
the
make
Bible?
Ira breakfast because I imagine
she's
she's sitting back around the time that I get up.
um
I know she went to the temple in the morning.
sure. Yeah. We could say it would be around like 10:30, 11 o'clock when she gets back.
Can you bring me a straw?
Do we have straws?
Yes.
Okay, I'll look. So yeah, 10:30, 11 o'clock. You can make her breakfast. She comes back before the severed head actually opens for business for the day. So she comes back, plops down in front of the whatever you've cooked her, looks at it and goes, you know, sometimes it's great to have you back, Kelrick.
It's always nice seeing you.
She takes a bite of food and she's like, you still don't remember Layla at all? That whole thing's still going on?
Yeah, sometimes something will happen and like it aches, but I'm not quite sure why.
That is uncomfortable.
Very.
And what was the deal that, like, you know, to get the memories of Layla back? What did Asmodeus want you to do again?
An undisclosed favor.
Were there any, like, I don't know, like happenstance, any caveats to that? Like any rules he had set forward being like, it's an undisclosed favor, but, because that's kind of more his move.
I don't think we got that far.
I didn't get a good look at it. They kept burning the contract before I could read it.
She nods
Yeah.
and she goes,
Yeah.
well, whatever it was, the contract wouldn't be good.
Probably not.
Like, whatever his undisclosed favor was, it would look real good on paper, but when you actually went to do the, it would be really bad.
Nah, what I should do is I should just do the same thing that guy did for the credit card company, write my own version of it and send it back.
She kind of looks at you like and chews like a bit of bacon for a moment and then goes, I wouldn't do that.
It was a joke.
Yeah, but like, if you write him a contract and send it to him, he's gonna accept it, but then he's gonna find a way to fuck you over.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's kind of monkey's paw, that thing.
That's kind of his move. It's his thing. That's what he does. Anyway, thanks for the eggs.
No problem. Did you have fun at church?
I prayed. And I worked out a bit.
Oh, what did you do?
I mean, being human has really become you. I mean, you were really pretty before, but
She kind of cocks her head to the side. Goes, thanks, Kelrick.
little smile.
You know, maybe I am pretty. Maybe lots of things are pretty. Maybe you're pretty, Kelrick.
Oh, blushes.
Maybe Layla's dumb.
Oh, well,
Kind of thinks for a minute. She goes, you know, she hasn't even like. You know, if you were in love with me the way you were in love with her before you lost your memories. And she goes, then she pauses and she goes, I said that out loud, didn't I?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I did really like you before then too.
Layla
It's really
did
nice.
tell
I'm-
Kelrick that they slept
Upstairs. Breakfast is I got my stomach. Anyway, and like she gets up and like awkwardly starts to leave.
oh,
Bye.
that went well.
Okay,
See you later.
Sorry. I think.
Thanks for taking care of all those drunk / passed out / knocked out people.
She shuffles up the stairs.
Busters.
Kelrick feels bad.
Like there's a moment, Kelrick, where like she stops at the top of the stairs and looks back down,
Aw.
and then shakes her head and finishes going up the stairs.
Ah.
So she heads off after eating her breakfast and having an uncomfortable conversation with Kelrick.
Or maybe it was too comfortable.
Was that flirting? Chris, was that flirting? You know, it's
What,
bad
the
when you
thing
ask
that you did? I don't know. Heck if I know, to be honest. Did you think it was flirting?
I don't know. The person I'd normally ask just went upstairs.
Hmm.
Cool. Was there anything that we wanted to do before everybody else got up?
Well, hey, Kelrick, do you mind if I pass something by you? A little thought experiment.
Go for it.
If you, perhaps, just hypothetically, picked up a sentient weapon that thirsts for blood and threatens you with some sort of, you
You
know,
should stab that chick.
shush, with
She just
some
went up the
sort of,
stairs. Give her.
shush you. I said shush.
I thought you wanted my opinion.
No, not you. Threatens you with some sort of unknown, perhaps dire consequence for not feeding it blood. What would you do?
How hypothetical is this?
You know, it's just I got a friend, you know.
I'm just gonna roll insight real quick. I rolled an L1. Oh, okay. Well, how attached is your friend to said sword?
I don't know. When you put it back in the sheath, it still talks to you.
Wait. No, I meant like mentally attached.
Yeah, it still talks to you in your brain.
Well, I meant like, could you put it down and walk away?
That's a good question.
And if you couldn't put it down and walk away, I would recommend maybe
So, Chris,
doing-
while you guys are having this conversation, after your rest, there's this like ripple, this ache that passes through your arms, and you suddenly just feel a bit less strong. Like there's a drain, there's a feeling of weakness that passes through you. I sent you a whisper.
Yeah, I saw.
Like you just feel tired.
Uh-oh.
Well, well, I guess that's what happens, huh? Well, thanks for your help, Kelric.
I didn't give you any advice yet.
Oh, that's okay. Bye. And I also run away upstairs.
Maybe sparring
Chris-
matches.
Chris
Both are
runs
consenting.
Oh, Keller sure knows how to clear out a room.
You hear a voice in your head, Chris, that goes, "Should have just stabbed somebody. Told you to stab somebody."
Eventually, we'll get to it. There's lots of things to be
I
stabbed.
have to feed. Do you not
Wow.
understand? Find us a challenge, something worthy.
Yeah, we'll find
mean-
something soon.
If you can
I'm
find
sure.
something worthy and give it a good starving, I can show you so much. I'm capable of things even Lady Cassalanter didn't understand. But only to a true warrior, somebody who really knows how to wield me.
Well, I
You
did.
cut my handle just right, but then no stabbing.
No.
I mean, you
Well,
could always
we'll
just go
get-
to the garden at night,
The what?
the graveyard.
But those are all undead things.
Uh,
It craves
It didn't
blood.
say what kind of blood.
Hmm. I'll think on it.
I don't know, but I didn't say that because you
Mhm.
left me.
Yeah. Thanks, Calric! I yell down the stairs.
You want the rest of your breakfast?
Oh, I do! And then I come back down.
Okay.
These are good eggs, also, by the way, for a
Thanks.
person who doesn't eat eggs.
Vegetarian, not vegan.
Oh, you do eat eggs?
Yeah.
Oh. But they have baby
There's no
chickens
babies in
them.
there.
I mean,
Yeah, no unborn children.
it's
So Layla vanishes. Chris, you run up to your room.
population control.
Kelric
You mean
and
Ira?
Kelric and Chris, you probably have another 2.5, 3 hours before the rest of the party gets up. What do you guys want to do in that time? Shit, my mic wasn't unmuted. The kids get up, they're running around the
Yeah.
house, they're screaming, they're play fighting, their nanny corrals them, lessons start.
For the spell scrolls, can you give those to wizards?
If they're on the wizard spell list, yeah.
Ugh.
Wait, no. It has to be a wizard scroll for the wizard to learn it. They can't learn spells from... They probably could from a sorcerer, but they can't learn spells from like a cleric or a paladin.
Well, no, I'm
But a
asking
spell
because
book?
I have a scroll of detect traps and a scroll of feeble mind. I wasn't sure if either of those were on the.
Then you could give those to a wizard.
I'll see if Jinx would like to look at them.
He's like, "Fuck yeah, mom! I know magic.
Aw.
I'm gonna go over to the.
I also give.
I'm gonna go over to the lizard guy's house right now. Get him to show me how to do these." And he like runs out the front door.
I also give a potion of healing to Nat for in case of emergencies.
She nods. She nods, and then she signs. She signs at you, and then she like kind of shrugs, and like looks around.
She can
And-
talk.
Oh, did you cast restoration on her? Okay. Then she sighs and she sort of looks around and she goes,
Does she like start signing and then think about it?
yeah, and she stops and thinks. It takes her longer to do speech than it does for her to sign.
If you're more comfortable with signing, you can sign.
She goes, "No, I'll hang on to it. Jinx, or Squidly will need it."
Yeah, I figured.
While you're talking to Nat, I poke my head down from the top of the stairs, and I'm like, "Hey Nat, you got any good adventures you want to go on?" You want to go on an adventure with your old pal Chris? A little mini baby adventure. Well,
The actual dungeon masters decide to have a sandwich in the middle of this.
Yeah.
She says, "There's rats in the sewer. They pay 5 gold a tail."
Ooh, are we like hunting plague rats or something?
She shrugs. "Hope not."
I can help y'all with that if you want. I'll just stay in the back and, make sure nobody gets hurt.
She nods. "I'll go get Jinx." And she points at Kelrick. "You get Squidly."
Other way. Jinx's wizard boy that ran out
Yes.
the door. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So
She knows. She's aware. Squidly's just like upstairs.
okay. I'll go get
So she leaves, and about 10 minutes later comes back with Jinx. And you have to go
Squidly's still asleep
upstairs.
or something.
Squidly has like tied a blanket to a light fixture at the top of the room and is trying to climb up to the light fixture. You don't know how he's done this, but like, yeah, when you come in, he looks down and he goes, "Hey, Mom, sniper's nest."
Oh. Do you want to go?
I'm gonna
hunt
shoot
rats?
Nat right in the butt.
That sounds fun, but would you like to go shoot rats instead? They're paying
Let's
5
do it.
gold a tail or 5 bucks each.
Money, sure, whatever. I'm gonna shoot some stuff. And he drops down like on your shoulders.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Away!"
I hold silver.
Okay. So for the two of you, rats in the sewers, super easy. Like it's. Like,
I could be the sniper's nest. He could just sit back and shoot rats.
So to the two of you, over the next hour and a half or so, it's a very simple, like it's mostly pandering. Like it's like
Baby's first adventure.
It's like taking your kids to like the putting green.
the
something.
yeah. It's like it's nothing, right? Like rats, like you don't need to use anything beyond cantrips, Kelrick, and like Chris is like mostly
I'm
just kicking
probably
things
not
and like
even going to participate
like
unless
brushing.
they need help.
I'm gonna assume the two of you do things just to make the kids feel good and look good.
Mhm.
Yeah, so like to the two of you, it's nothing. To them, it's adventuring. Like this is a big deal. They're in the sewers. They're killing rats and they're cutting off their tails. And there's blood. And there's a moment where like not Jinx. Squidly tries to like cut like with a kitchen knife that you're not sure where he stole. Tries to like cut a rat's belly open and like shake the blood out over his face, and you have to stop him. 'Cause you're like, no, that's how you get diseases, bro.
That doesn't mean you need to do it too.
So it's like that, but it's a fun like sort of afternoon out, and then eventually you guys so you spend an hour and a half in the sewers, and then you're like, okay, guys, it's time to come home, and then the funny thing about it is they're old enough to like be fairly physically capable, where they can sort of do things, but like young enough to where doing a lot of stuff makes them tired. So they
It's
come
nap
home
time.
like a bunch of 10-year-olds after a soccer game and just pass out.
No.
Where they're like, Pizza Hut, we're gonna make suicides. And they drink too much soda and have a bunch of sugar. You guys probably take them to the yawning portal and feed them quipper and fish and then they just come home and immediately we're gonna go upstairs in our room and play with these rats' tails, and just wham, they're out.
Oh, we didn't turn them in?
They'll turn them in. Like whatever, that's fine.
They can get an allowance. Some
Yeah.
rat tail allowance.
You guys probably killed like 20, 30 rats. These kids are gonna be, from their perspective, are gonna be rolling in it. But they're exhausted afterwards and go pass out. And about the time the kids come home and start to pass out, the rest of the crew, so Layla, Jordan, and Buster, start to wake up.
Hey guys. Good morning.
I'm walking downstairs.
My body.
Oh, good morning.
My body hurts.
You missed all the delicious food that Kelrick cooked.
Oh, what?
I ate it all.
Nate.
Dude,
And
I ate it all.
the severed head itself, because it's a restaurant, at about 12:30 or 1, especially around that area, like starts to pick up. Business starts to pick up. Tables are being served. Boris and his 2 daughters are down there running tables. People's jackets are getting taken off of them invisibly. Tables are getting
Oh.
cleared. There's
It's
now a
probably extra
dancing
busy
automaton in the middle of the room. It's fairly, yeah, it's busier than you guys have seen it. So when
'Cause
you
the
look
view.
down the stairs, there's like people all down in the basement or the first floor of what is basically your home.
I'm gonna go to the church. I need a massage.
You have like a meeting room though, right? The common room, which has chairs and tables and tea sets, and like it's equipped properly because R.I.P. Jen's character saw to that kind of thing. Kimbo is no longer here, but the hallmark of their character, the common room, is well put together. So you don't have to go down to the tap room to like talk to each other and meet.
I guess Kimbo's room's a guest room now.
Yeah, for any overnight guest that had too much to drink after being in Buster's room. Although, why would they leave the party? No, I would want to go downstairs and get one of the finest salads from Boris, just to make sure it's up to snuff with the article that we have.
It definitely is. He knows what he's doing.
Awesome. Well,
Like he just
nothing to
makes you
worry
like a chef salad, which is like chopped ham, a boiled egg, some kind of homemade dressing, which is a little sweet, a little savory, a little salty. It's really good. Mixed greens. It's a good salad.
Excellent, Boris. Keep this up, and we'll be able to break even this week.
He looks. He goes. All we do here is make money, friend.
Hand over fist.
He nods and he goes. And if you ever get drunk, I've got a hangover cure for you.
What?
Is Boris Russian? Have I done
He
a
is
Russian
now.
accent? Wait, no. Have I done a Russian accent in the past for Boris? Right?
I don't know.
Okay, yes, no. I believe Boris sounds like this. He's like this. Okay. I had to find Boris again. He's like, yes, hangover cure. I have best salad, chili pepper flake. You ever hungover, you eat it. Don't eat it sober.
You've been holding out on me, Boris. Can't
He
believe
looks
it.
at you. His second time even here.
Well,
Svetlana,
Not
second
second.
time, and she nods. Second time eating here, own restaurant, only eat here twice. Blame Boris. He like wanders off to the pantry.
No.
I've eaten here plenty of times, Boris. Only the second time he's gone. All right, fine.
Jordan, I can't even.
How could
Don't you start with
Rail.
me. I eat here exclusively, except it's on the weekends and usually weeknights, and sometimes not in the morning. But
I just go while she awkwardly defends herself for eating there.
it's like, I'm not on trial here, Layla. You hear me? Like, I can eat here. What? Everybody's just walking away from me.
Where's Layla going?
She's going to the church.
Are you going to the church or are you going to the massage parlor?
The massage parlor at the church.
It's not at the church. It's just run by the church.
Okay, that one. Yeah. The one run
Okay.
by the church.
When you come into the door, there's an androgynous figure sitting behind a desk, a door left and right, and they making a note in a little notebook, and they look up at you. The smell of incense and oils and steam just immediately hits you, and they look up. Oh, Layla, it's been a while.
Yeah, I've been away.
Nod. Yes, That you have. Are you here to see Adam?
Yes. Yeah.
They nod.
Yeah. Is he in?
Oh, always, of course, of course. I tell you what, sit down, give me about 5 minutes, I'll see if he's ready for you. He may be with another client.
Okay.
They nod. They disappear into a back room for a second. They come back out and goes, well, you know the way.
I'm gonna go to the way. Yeah, go the way.
They, you go back into a couple of rooms, take a right. You know the room that Adam works in, and you come into one of the private massage rooms, and there's a man standing there, and what is basically a long white loincloth. Lots of abs. You got blonde hair that's sort of spiked and pulled off to the side. Blue eyes. Oil at a massage table, oils everywhere, incense burning, sauna next door, and the man looks up. He goes, "Oh, hey, Layla, it's been a minute."
Yeah, it's been a little while. I have missed you, Adam. Um,
He nods and kind of laughs. He goes, "All right, on the table."
she gets on the table.
He puts oil on his hands, starts rubbing your back, starts up by the shoulders and the neck, and he goes, "Tight, tighter than usual, even. I haven't seen you this bad since. Well, I haven't seen you this bad in a while, and it's been a while."
Yeah, I kind of. There's something I had to do. You know, it was an unfortunate event.
Duty and honor and all of that.
Wrongs had to be righted.
You just feel his hands rub over your back.
Um,
He hits a particularly painful knot, and he goes, "Hold still."
oh, that hurts. uh,
It'll feel better when I'm done.
oh, thanks. So, in all of your time, well, like I said, I've been gone a while, and things have happened, and I know you know some rituals and some good. Oh, yeah, that's a good spot. That's much better.
You carry all your tension right here, always have.
Uh-huh. Yep, that's the place. So much tension. Oh, my back. You ever do you know what would cause uh do you know what would cause this to happen? And she's gonna like bust out the wings.
Okay. He takes a step back and sort of looks at him and goes, left to right. What was your fiance's name?
I should know this, but I don't remember.
You should know
Hold on.
this.
I think his name was like Azrael or something like that. Let me look.
Okay, sure. He goes, "You know, Layla, ever since Azrael passed, you've been a little different. Um, this is a reflection of something that's changed for you. I had to guess. What's the name of like your religious order again?"
The religious order?
Yeah, like
The heart ward? Heart order?
The heart order?
I think so. Yeah.
Really, this is something you should ask the heart order about.
Mhm.
But he goes, just like all of us, the wings are a reflection of who you are, who you were born as. Rebirth is the only thing that could cause this. You've been born as something different. Different's not bad. Different's just different.
She closes. The wings go away, and she goes, "Well, it's
And there's like a pause, like when you start to talk, before you feel his hands back on your back again. Like right where the wings were.
It's ugly.
Is it?
I think so.
What's the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, Layla?
Oh, I don't think we need to discuss that.
You can like
Let me
feel
just
him
tell you how
shrug.
long it was.
Let me tell
You can
you.
feel him shrug, and he goes, "But what's the most beautiful thing you've ever felt?"
I suppose that would be love, right?
The answer's less important than the next question.
Uh,
Which was better?
I don't know what that means. Why are you asking me these questions?
Because what you see is what you see, but what you feel is what you feel, and one is always more important than the other.
Oh, how do I feel? Oh, okay, you're very wise. See, this is why I come to you, Adam. You're wise
You feel like
and you
his
got those.
elbow dig into your lower spine when you say that.
Yeah. And I always feel better after being with you. Oh. You know, haven't been back to see Azrael in a while.
Well, maybe you should visit him.
I don't think. Well, I don't think I've ever visited him in that state.
Or like he finishes the last couple of like strokes of like oil or whatever on your back, lotion to like finish up the massage. And like a tip jar lands next to your head. And he goes, maybe you should visit him and maybe you should tip.
Just the tip.
Dear, you know very well, not even the tip. Now go on, honey.
Okay.
Live your life. And don't worry about the wings. They're a different color, but that's just what you see.
Okay. Well, next time. Well, you know, happy endings and all. Here you go.
He takes the tip and the tip jar moves and he goes, I don't do that.
Maybe you should. Oh, you're too cute. Okay.
And you feel like he pushes you off the massage bed and he goes, maybe if you grow a dick.
Just you wait.
I'll wait.
All right. Might be a thing. I don't know. We'll have to see if I become that cool of a cleric. You're gonna be like, you know, I used to massage her when she was a her.
He just laughs and rolls his eyes. And he's like, he boops you on the nose and he's like, boop. Be good out there, kid. Don't wait so long before you come talk to me again. I don't even know where you're living these days or what's going on with your life. We used to be so close and now you're off doing I don't know what. I read about you in the broadsheets.
Oh, yes, we have a house. And Ira comes around. Do you know Ira? Do you ever meet her? She come here? I don't know.
He shakes his head.
Well, she used to be a succubus. And
He looks skeptical.
And I saved her from a mirror. And then
He looks even more skeptical.
And then I died, and she sacrificed
He looks
herself
shocked.
for me.
He looks skeptical again.
And then I came back to life, and now I don't know if the wings were there before. I'm pretty sure they were black before. They just slowly started turning black over time. Anyway, she died. We found a genie. She was brought back as a human, and now she's here as human.
He shrugs and he goes, look, dear, that's a lot all at once, and I love you. You know that. The wings are for an Azamar, for us the wings look when Azrael passed, he asked me to look after you because I know your parents weren't around to teach you these kind of things. And he thought maybe I could explain them, but I don't know how to explain them. But the wings, all I can tell you is that they're a reflection of like what's going on the inside. So if you're all turned up and pent up in knots, and if you feel like black and like death and like you're rotting on the inside, your wings are gonna look like that. The only time the wings are made of light and love is when you feel nothing but light and love inside you. Go find something you love. Go experience that. Go do what Azrael would have wanted. He wouldn't want you fucking wasting away and being angsty and I don't know, putting your bangs in front of your face or whatever. He'd want you to go out and live your life. Also,
No.
bangs in front of that pretty face, that'd be dumb. You spend too much time on your makeup. Which, by the way, always on point.
Thank you, thank you. All right, all right. Okay, well, probably need to go take a visit.
By the way, the whole time you're having this conversation, you're just naked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfectly fine. I mean, this guy's seen me naked a lot.
Okay. Say like he grabs you by the hand and like spins you around like a dance move so that you're facing like twirls you so you're facing the door, smacks you on the butt, and is like, all right, be safe. Don't die.
I'll try not to
Come see
again.
me again.
Try not to die again. Okay, bye.
Yeah, don't die again.
Yeah, twice seems like a bad plan.
Okay. So you breeze out of his massage room. Away from Adam.
Alright.
Okay. So Layla's gone for like 2 hours. She leaves the house and is gone for like 2 hours. Is there anything anybody else wants to do in that 2 hours?
Try to find.
You can go.
Try to find Finn.
It doesn't take long before you find the watch house where he's stationed. Because he's like a commander. You can literally just ask some street guy in the corner. Buster, I'll say which side does Buster tend to like go down through the tap room when he leaves the house, or does Buster go out the back door that goes out into the street? Because
Usually goes up.
there's a door that just goes like right out back, so you don't have to go down to the tap room and see the guests and shit.
Usually goes out the back because he doesn't want people to see him that much.
So when you go out the back door, like at the bottom of the stairs, you see Mouse, which is the hulking like half orc, which was one of the members of the crew that you guys hired to like watch your house. You see
Mhm.
Mouse standing there, along with the little human dude who's like balding and like missing a few teeth, and the third guy who is always like got a heavy hood up and is like trying to hide his appearance and you can't see much of him. But Mouse has a dude like pushed up against the side of the yawning portal and is just kicking the ever loving shit out of him.
Severed head.
Or sorry, I keep calling it the yawning portal. He's got him pushed up against the back of the severed head, like at the base of the stairs, and is just kicking the ever loving shit out of him.
Hello, good morning.
Mouse looks up, and the toothless guy, the one that's mostly balding, looks up and he goes, "Oh, don't worry about this. We caught him trying to sneak in through the door to the kitchen. We got it though. That's what your pay is for." Mouse, kick him again, and Mouse just like woof, and like a huge foot. Like this guy isn't as big as Zaraj, and he's a little chunky, he's a little fat, but like he's still a giant half orc, and he just launches this dude up against the wall. All right, Mouse, that's probably enough. Any more than that, we'd have to pay for the healing. Pick him on up. Mouse like just reaches down and grabs this dude by the hair. And you see a guy who's like in his like mid-20s, who's just like bleeding from everywhere you could bleed from being the shit beat out of you. He's like, drag him on off.
Oh wow.
Oh, Master Buster. And like the guy gives you a bow. Come on down the stairs then. Have yourself a good day.
Thank you. Thanks for the security.
And like I said, it's what you pay us for.
Well, okay. Have you seen Finn anywhere? I've got a favor for to ask of him.
Finn? The fucking watch captain broke. No, we don't track with him, bud.
Oh,
Go ask one of the
Okay.
gods. They all love him.
okay. Well,
And like just like this like mostly unconscious beaten up dude just gets like drug around the corner off camera. By this big, giant half orc like enforcer.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so Buster goes over to ask a guard.
Yeah.
Hey,
He looks at you. Yeah, yes, sir?
hi. Do you know where Finn is?
He looks shocked. He goes, Finn, watch commander. He's in the,
Hmm?
he's in the third watch office where he always is. He shrugs.
Okay, thanks. And he goes to the tower.
Yeah, it's not a tower. It's a single story, like stone building with very few windows, all of them barred. Well, you go in, there's a guy behind a desk. Like, have you ever seen the show A Little Bit of Hugh and Laurie, or have you ever seen like an English?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen
Okay.
Fry and
He-
Laurie.
Okay, yeah, you know the Fry and Laurie show where like there's a bit where like he goes into a police station and there's just like one cop standing by a desk. And he's like, spell your name. Anyway, the room looks like that. It's just a small room with one sort of chunky looking member of the watch in uniform standing behind a desk. And he looks up at you as you come in and he's like, help you.
Yeah, where's Finn?
Back office.
Cool, thank
You
you.
can't just go see the watch commander because you came in and asked his name. Do you want to make a
Oh,
report? Something to get your watch stolen or something?
Missing persons report.
You don't need the watch commander for that. I can do that. And he pulls out a big book and flips it open.
No. You don't understand. No, this is very, very, very case that we've been wanting to figure out for some time. You know, and he whispers, it's about the Cassalanters.
Don't forget, Buster, you have a badge.
It's about the Cassalanters, he says as he flashes his badge.
Okay,
for
make
extra
a
clout.
make a persuasion check with advantage for me.
Okay.
You actually have two badges. You have one that Finn gave you, and you have one that marks you as a member of the Grey Hand. Fuck! And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were here on official business. Yeah, go on back. Third door on the right."
Okay, thank you, sir.
And when you go back, you knock on the door and you hear Finn's voice echo through the door, and he goes, "Come in." And the door opens, and you're greeted with what may be the most shocking sight Buster has like seen in recent memory. It's Finn behind a desk with a pair of glasses on, and
Oh,
like there's a coat rack next to him with the big like cloak that he wears and the big floppy hat and his swords on a sword belt. And like he
probably
just
a lot
looks
smaller without the hat.
Yeah, he does. He looks physical. He's not a big guy. Like he's like maybe a $170. Like he's not a big dude. He's well built. Like he's physically very fit, but he's not huge. So he's like the smallish dude, and like behind the desk with his shirt sleeves rolled up and without all the accoutrement, like where he looks like because normally Finn walks around and looks like a dude from like Bloodborne or something. Like he has this like particularly cultivated like edgy look. And like seeing him behind a desk with a bunch of paperwork spread out in front of him, big heavy oaken desk with a quill in his hand and a pair of glasses balanced on the end of his nose, and like his weapons hung up like maybe 2 feet away from him. It's like a very like jarring like who the fuck? But he
I'm
looks
here to
up
see
at you.
Finn.
He looks up at you and he pulls the glasses off and like folds them down and puts the quill into the inkwell and goes, Buster? Can you shut the door?
Okay. Do you know when Finn will be back?
He cocks his head to the side and he goes, you know, I tried really hard to like you.
Oh, I like you too.
I like your son a good bit.
You do?
He
Oh,
nods.
Oh,
See,
I wish I
Buster,
would
there's
too.
like there's two types of people in the world. There's everyone gets tempted by darkness in their lives, and some people turn away from it and some people embrace it. I feel like your son's the kind of person who would turn away from it, and I feel like you're the kind of person who would embrace it. So I kind of feel like I need to kill you sometimes.
Oh, jeez, dude. Well, thanks for not killing me yet.
He nods. Yet.
Who
Finn would
knows?
say sheeps and wolves, but yeah. Jordan, you got it. Finn would say sheeps and wolves. And he's like, I told you the story about the wolf and the crane, and tried to keep an eye on you. You know what? Why are you? Wait, why are you in my office?
Oh, I need to ask you a favor.
Or-
Something that requires your very special skills.
He nods and he goes, "Okay."
So, have you heard about what's going on with the Cassalanter?
He nods and he points to the desk and he's like, "That's literally the paperwork I'm doing."
Oh, and he walks over and like kind of looks at his paperwork. It's like,
He doesn't try to stop you. It's literally reports. Like he's going through the reports from the officers that showed up on the scene where you guys had murdered a bunch of people. um, and is
Uh-oh.
signing off on them and like filling out his own report about why he sent the guard there and like what the requisite evidence is. And he goes, I think we have enough here to seize pretty much all of their holdings. It's turned out well.
oh, that's great, but there's a problem.
He nods. Lady Cassalanter escaped, from what I understand.
Yes, and we haven't been able to find her. We looked all night. We looked everywhere we thought they could be. And, yeah, we know that you've, got a really good way about you of finding things that need to be found.
He sort of nods and he goes, You want me to help you find Lady Cassalanter because she's disappeared into the city somewhere.
Yes, with her 2 children.
He cocks his head and goes, Well, I am due a vacation. And if I did this while on vacation, there'd be a lot less paperwork.
Yes.
Tell you what, Buster, hand me my hat. And he points to the coat rack, and that's where we're going to stop for the night.
Yay!
Nice.
Is
Nice.
it weird that I just thought of Finn as being like Ron Swanson for like 2 seconds?
Not as chaotic.
I'm trying to think of the actor I would like use to cast him. Like if I could dial who's the actor who plays
Chris
Iron Man?
Evans. Oh wait.
No, Chris
Tony
Evans
Stark.
is way too big.
Downey Jr.?
If I could dial Robert Downey Jr. down about 70%. Yeah, Viggo Mortensen. Yeah, Viggo Mortensen could 100%. I mean, it sucks because like they're both Rangers and he played Aragorn. But like, if Viggo Mortensen was a little more sarcastic,
Rawr.
right?
Oh my
He
god,
would be
yeah.
Finn. Like he's just kind of like he's like your average dude. like 90% of the time, he just appears to be your average dude, and that's what I love about him.
Yeah, and then he gets this wild sort of spark in his eye that makes you just kind of go like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take my clothes off right now."
Yes.
I don't think he's sexy,
Well, you know,
Super sexy. Dude, Aragorn?
but I don't get to make that decision. No, Aragorn's sexy. I don't think Finn is sexy.
Finn's sexy.
Finn is too
Thinking-
similar to my own actual personality to be sexy.
thinking of Viggo Mortensen sitting at a desk with a tiny pair of glasses
a little
on.
pair of like
No.
round gold rimmed spectacles at the end of his nose. Yeah.
Hey,
Like,
you just spent a good
Oh.
10 minutes going on about how pretty means something different to everyone.
that's accurate. This is an accurate statement, Kat. So next week, I guess we'll pick up with Finn joining the hunt